Good morning. I'm having some technical difficulties. Nobody can hear me. So let me see until somebody comes on here to see if you can hear. Can you hear me now? Carol, Diane, can you hear me? I don't see anything that's wrong in my phone. Yay, Ellen. Okay, wonderful. Hooray. Working. Oh, good. I think it was just turning it off and turning it back on. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was talking about. All is fine. Good. Thanks, Lynn. Hi, Sandy. Yes. Okay. There's a place near us called Roots Market, and it's kind of this funky little outdoor and indoor market that's only open Tuesdays. And we went there yesterday because my husband is making zucchini relish. My stepmother always made it, and it's amazing, and we've completely run out. So he's over here. Let me show you in the kitchen. Whoop. No. Working on that. So we had to go buy some zucchini. Took a picture of some plums yesterday. Aren't they gorgeous? So we'll see how I do. Because I'm working on my calendar, and I think I might do fruits because I had so much fun painting those lemons the other day. Did you see them? And then I did blueberries. I had painted a commissioned blueberry piece yesterday, and then I did another one last night. So, all right, this looks like fun to me. And I got out that's why I was on a little bit late. I was looking for some other fun blue colors. Like I have all these fun Charvin fine oil paints here, and I'm gonna play with some of them because I think this is a perfect opportunity. Okay, enough talking. Let me get this stuff out here. And okay, here's my medium. A donut for Christmas. Isn't that fun? That's the other commission. So I told this story that someone had commissioned, had bought 3 small paintings and wanted to switch them out throughout the year, and then they bought 3 more. Oh, Lynn, that's nice. Could you put the painting at the top of the screen so words don't get in the way? I sure can, Ellen. Thank you. I love any hints like that because I don't think about everything. Okay, is that good for now? It's good to start. We'll see if it gets a glare. I can move the... oh, that's not the blue I wanted. I was just getting out my transparent colors and dipped into the blue, and I went into Caribbean blue, and I wanted ultramarine blue. Caribbean blue is a fun color, but you know what? That's good for these, so I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna put it in here. Oh, this should be over here. Kim. All right. So yeah, my stepmother used to always make zucchini relish. It's like regular pickle relish, but it's made with zucchinis, and I think it has a different taste. He's gonna can it, so we'll have it for a few years, which is nice. He's a school teacher, so he's home in the summertime getting stuff done. He painted a hallway. Now I have to hang pictures, which is always a scary commitment. But everyone will soon be going back to school. Which is always a mixed blessing. I like when everybody's home, but it's nice to be in routine too. Oh, lemons were amazing. Just had to show them. I got my first ever shipment of Vasari paints today. Oh, good, Carrie. They are so fun, aren't they? Yes, routine is a good thing. Between being away on vacation and then doing those 2 art shows, I felt like I haven't been home and felt like I was a I don't know how people go away for weeks on end. I guess if you don't have other things to think about and you're just traveling, it's not bad, but I don't know. I guess I'm a homebody. I do like to go away, but I love to be home. My brush is my brush is getting a little old. See how it's separating when I paint? I just ordered a few new ones from Rosemary the other day. I'm kind of excited for them to come. I always need new brushes. It's really light. I can't find my regular like Winsor Violet that I use. It must be. Let me look for it 1 second. If you don't mind. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, I can lose paint. I have no idea. It's usually right in front of me somewhere. Quinacridone Violet. Well, that sounds like fun. Let's play with that one. It's a little redder. Let me see what that's like. Okay. Oh, what type of paint? I have all different kinds. I'm trying to simplify my palette a little bit so I can make a cleaner list, like for workshops, because I'm all over the place with the paints I use. So this one that I'm using right now is beautiful. Oh, you have glare. Wait. It's Williamsburg Quinacridone Violet. Isn't that pretty? It's kind of a really nice red violet. And I do this, I'm just kind of mapping in where things are so that I know where I'm headed on my canvas as I start painting. And I'm going to mix some of that with this Winsor Violet. Maybe a little more violet, maybe a little bit of ultramarine blue in here. Yeah, that's what we need.
Hey, track star, what's up? Excited to go run? Yeah.
Oh, Nancy, do you mean the tubes of paint dry? Like if I put it on my palette, I had painted blueberries yesterday morning, and then when I got home from work, I wanted to use the same blues I had mixed up, and they had started to dry. Not so much the blues as like browns and blacks. They dry pretty quickly. And the tubes, with the caps on, no, then they last like forever.
Too much money on it. Watch it live.
So yeah, you should be able to get out old paints and use them. Oh, Mike, don't watch me. My cousin on his phone in there.
Let's see what it looked like.
Oh, does it look okay?
I need to go to the store.
Okay. Put in some darks too. Watercolor. Oh, Nancy, that sounds like fun. I love watercoloring too. When I was on vacation, that was my intention, was to spend some time watercoloring, but never happened. But I'm doing watercolors. I think we need laundry detergent if you're going to the real store. So this weekend, we're also getting ready. We're making corn pie. That's, I don't know if that's something that
We stuff.
we, what's the we stuff? I'm not, my husband's making corn pie for the neighbors and our family. And it's something we do every summer. It's a tradition. And it's, pie crusts with corn in it. It's so good. So if anybody wants the recipe, let me know. I'll post it or send it to you. But it's a big event here at the Smith household. Lots of, we always have to let everyone know ahead of time. It's already looking fun. Amazing how purple blobs can turn into beautiful fruit. I know, isn't it? It's funny to see how things evolve. So what I'm really trying to think about lately is working on making things look dimensional with warm and cool colors. Like I talk about that a lot. And I still feel like I'm learning. Getting there. Corn pie, is the corn pie sweet, Mike? No, I don't think so. No, it's not sweet.
No,
It's-
we modify, we do them with chicken, we do them with crab.
Yeah, we put chicken, crab in some of them, chicken in some. We do all different kinds. And no, they're savory.
Sweet and savory.
Sweet.
It's sweet, it's got sugar, corn, milk in it.
Sugar, corn, and milk in it, he said.
Eggs,
Eggs.
parsley.
I don't even know because he makes it. I just sometimes help. I eat it. I eat it. Sometimes I help put the crusts on it. And we use a store-bought crust too. We don't make homemade because it takes too long. Even though I'm sure my stepmother always made homemade crust. There's a little one in there that I missed. It's pretty fun already, isn't it? Can you make it vegan? Sure, I'm sure you can make it vegan. But isn't vegan means you can't have,
Yeah, there's eggs in it.
there's eggs in it. I'm sure there's a way though.
Okay. What time do you practice till? Huh? 10.
All right, now I think I'm already ready to play with my oil sticks. All right, so I'm cleaning up what I have here. My palette that has transparent, zested in it. I just bought new zested. I'm starting to gather things for my workshop so I have enough supplies. I'm actually thinking about someone invited me. Oh, in Wisconsin, we gave, where we give Tobs of sweet corn. Nancy, what does that mean? Or did you mix it? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss is that dark blue? Oh, Julie, it was a mix of blue, purple, and brown. I put the brown in to kind of warm it up. So I think now that's where I stopped. I need to think. Now, do I want to have my highlights be cool or warm? And I feel like in here they're cool and the shadows are warm. So I'm going to try to keep that in mind. I'm getting out my fun tub of my sticks. And I got this new little set that I should get out and play with too. I'll try and remember. I'd have to go get that and have too long of a pause. I'll try and remember to do that next time, next week. So I'm just pulling out some colors so that I'm not thinking about that. I still want to go to an art store and buy some of these colors. Be able to look at them on the shelf. and figure out what colors I want. So this is quinacridone magenta. Is that what I'm using here? Quinacridone violet is this color here. So this is. I bought some of these, so maybe I'll do another little photo shoot because they're beautiful, aren't they? Maybe I should have some for breakfast. These beautiful plums. One of those things that I'm sure I would like them, but they're more fun to paint than they are to eat. A dark purple if I have one. Here's, what's this? Graphite gray. I don't know. I guess I could try that. I thought I had a really dark purple. I don't know. Okay. We're wasting time on that. Carrie says, when using oil sticks, where do you look when placing them? I don't know what you mean, Carrie. Like, where do I look? I just guess. Like, it's not a big commitment what I'm doing with these. It just kind of, I like the texture of it. I just really think it's fun. It when you go in then with other colors on top, it kind of gives it a nice creamy place to land. I guess that's the way I would describe it. And it helps keep me from being too tight. I just put some darks in there. And some gold, just because I love the gold. Mike left. I hope he remembers laundry detergent. Is there a set of oil sticks that's available online? I get my oil sticks from Jerry's Artarama, and they're R&F pigment sticks, but I also have a box of Fun Sennelier ones. Do you want me to run and get them? Will you guys hold on if I go do that? Or should I wait and do it next week? I should wait. I'll show you them next week because I haven't played with them too much yet. It's a beautiful little set. They get a film over them, so this one I can't get going. I have to, it's completely dry. I shouldn't do this with my finger. I should get my X-Acto knife out. Sennelier sticks. Yeah, Lynn, that's what I was just talking about. I have, and I need to get them out. Next week I'll try and do that. Maybe I'll just do oil paints and the Sennelier sticks on something. Really dry. Just do a couple more here. Start mixing up some color. Better? Okay, the transparency of the berry skin is so much fun. You get those reds showing through those blues and violets. I know, and I don't want to lose that too. I have to really pay attention to trying not to overwork it and lose. I think sometimes in my paintings, well, I'm sure of it, some paintings that I love more than another is when transparent colors peek through. I mean, that gives it such a magical glow. So it's kind of hard to pay attention to holding on to that. But I'm gonna try like some of these like purples in there. I want to try and not overwork that so that it shows through. And that some of the texture of this too. Do you follow Betty Krause? She does abstract work, and I just want to sit with her and do that for hours. It just looks so much fun, and I would love to combine some of her creativity of what she does with my style. That's one of my goals. Okay. So how about these fun Charvin paints too? I didn't pull them out of the tubes, but I should. Okay, so that's where I am at the transparent layer, and there's, now I'm gonna mix some colors. So I'm gonna turn this. I still wanna put gray behind my palette here. I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about how it's good to have, some people might have a white, a black, and a gray, like, because the color you mix on your palette, you know, how it looks on there translates to how it goes on your painting. And I used to have gray underneath there. I just can't quite get to it. It's hard to know which things are the most important things to work on. Okay. So, where do I start here? This is a little more complicated because I got out all these colors. Yeah. She said, yeah, yay. I never tried oil sticks. Looks hard to control. Well, no harder than oil paints. I would say they're fun more than hard to control. To always varnish your paintings. Yes, I do. I either use like, I think it's Damar liquid varnish, which sometimes is a little challenging for me on my big ones, but I'm getting better at it. Or I use, like for my little paintings, I usually use this spray gloss varnish. So just a little kiss of it on there. I don't like it to look glossy. I'm gonna put some blue and maybe this dioxazine purple. Or let me try and use some of these Charvin. So look at these fun okay. Look at these fun Charvin colors I have to play with. So aren't they purple? Aren't they purple? And aren't they perfect for what I'm working on? Okay. So I'm going to get out. This one is the French blue. So I'm just thinking out loud. This would be good for the box. That out. So excuse me if I make a big mess here, but in uncharted territories a little bit, so just fun. It's all good, right? So now I'm this is really great. This is called Quinacridone Violet. I'm loving it. For those pinks, and then I want it. I'm going to add a little bit of permanent rose into it. And I don't want to add white because it's going to get too light pink. So maybe I'll try a little bit of this Gamblin Radiant Magenta. What podcast do I listen to? Oh, I need to make a list. I'm going to make a list and I'll share my podcast list. I listen to podcasts almost every morning and learn so much. So I will make a list. I'm not good at thinking of things like that right off the top of my head. Okay, so then I'm going to add a little bit of Indian Yellow to this because some of that looks, colors in there look, yeah, that's nice. Nice. Okay. Like that? I think so. Okay, so that's a good mix there. If you add more white, you you can get that desaturation for the berry skin and the dry spots. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Is that what they are, actually dry spots? I should bring one in here so I can actually look at them. Now where is my white? I'm gonna put white out here on my palette. No, I can't find it. Here's a white. Some white down there. All right, now I'm gonna mix up some purples and blues. Might need a little more of that. Can't be chintzy with your paint either. You have to be generous, because I find that when I'm chintzy, I'll mix up like the very perfect color and then I run out of it, which is never good. So not like that. I'm going to use a little bit of this. So that's pretty. Might be a little too blue. Add a little violet into that. Maybe I'll add a little bit of this in. Boy, a little bit of that went a long way, didn't it? When you mix up, play with new colors, like I don't know. That's a nice one though. You don't know how much of an impact it's gonna have. Like you can mix one color into another and one's like so strong and the other one's not, and it'll just totally overpower it in no time flat. And when you start using the same colors over and over again, you start to know which colors do that. That's a good one. Okay, so now what did I put here? This was the Charvin French Blue. Let's see how different that is than, oh, it's very different than Ultramarine. Looks a little more turquoisey. Try all this in there. Well, that's pretty too. Yep, that's definitely in there. That's white. And so I have red purples, blue purples. I feel like I need another before I mix up. I'm gonna do this too. This is Charvin Provence Blue. Isn't that beautiful? Nice in and of itself, but I think I need a little darker too. I wonder if I mix. See what I'm gonna get. Oh, that's nice. That's Caribbean Blue, I believe, that I had on there from yesterday. They're fun colors. Okay, now I need kind of turquoise. I can always get these out if I need them. The blue of the box is so fun, isn't it? Like this, I'm gonna add, I think I need a bigger quantity. That's the Charvin Caribes, it says. Some of your tubes look like pastel colors. Yeah, I have all different kinds of paints. In the beginning, when I started painting, I would just buy paints because I didn't know what kinds or colors I needed. And I ended up with a nice collection, but that's not a good way to start. You need to kind of start with a plan. That's not always how I start anything. I wish I was an organized person and did everything with a plan. But I'm guessing a lot of you are like me, and that's a little elusive. Definitely is to me. And I want a little bit of this. Sorry. I love this Vasari Video Blue Extra Pale's a favorite of mine. Nice and creamy. All right, I think that is a fun place to start. So, and do I want to put any of these? I think we're good. So it looks great, right? What time is it? 7:35. All right. Hi, Greta. How are you? Greta's my friend from high school. Yeah, if you can afford it, then it makes it faster to reach the color you're looking for. Yep. Yeah, I think I spent way too much money on art supplies, but I'm guessing you are all a little like me in that, because it is like so much fun. So I put in my darks. It's so different than when you watercolor. I put in my lights and work myself to dark. And with oil painting, you put in your darks and go the other direction. I don't know if everyone does, but that's what seems to work for me. It is a beautiful thing to spend money on, I agree. I feel like I sell a painting and off I go to the art store. Oh, I have a little bit of money in my account. I can buy something else. So my art business is, I have an account for that. And so I do spend most of it on more art supplies. It's kind of like supporting my fun habit. And I definitely need new brushes. Art store better than a candy store. Yes, I would definitely agree with that. I'd much rather spend money on art supplies. All right, that's good. Now I'm kind of trying to clean my brush off here really well, before I go into a new color. Now I have to turn my light a little bit. I know that gives you glare, but I feel like I can't see very well. All right, next. And let me know if you have any questions. Sometimes when I get to this point where I'm thinking hard, I forget to talk. Um, oh, thank you, Donna. So where's everybody from? I love when we do that. Tell me where you're from. I'm in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I've lived in the same little town my entire life, except when I went to college. I love it. Florida, Portugal, Nashville, Bismarck, North Dakota. What did you, oh, so yeah, are you doing the hues under the skin first and then build up so they will look like they're showing through the skin? Yeah, I guess that's what I'm doing. I'm not sure yet. So I'm just getting my shapes to look a little dimensional and have the variety of color, and then I'll go in and try and work on that that kind of that matte looking color on top of it, because that's the hard part, is being patient too, because like I want to go right in and do that right now, but and I mess it up. Newport News, Virginia. Hi, Ellen. Halifax, Nova Scotia, New York. Your brother, oh, Lonnie Bruce, your brother went to FM, such a wonderful school. That's only like 10 minutes from here. Connecticut, Napoli, Fort Worth, Texas. This month we spend time between Texas and Florida. Oh, that sounds wonderful, Catherine. Really nice. Really nice. So yeah, when she was asking me about my plan of how I do this, honestly, I don't always have a plan. I just kind of wing it. When I plan, I don't want to think about it too much. Okay, she says, looks like you use lots of oil in your paint. Nope, just straight paint. Is that what you mean? I'm not using any medium with it now. There's just my transparent base layer is the only medium. I'm not using anything else. Minnesota, Naples, Italy. Oh, how beautiful. Oh, how fun. You get to go out today and be in Naples, Italy. That sounds amazing. I want to go to Italy. We keep talking about it. I really want to go. I'll come visit you. I was only in Europe when I was in high school. I went on a high school trip, and we went to England and France my senior year. It was just for a week in the summer, and I loved it. And I always thought that I would go back. I didn't know it would take like an entire lifetime till I would get back, but I plan to. You have to do a workshop over there. That would be really fun. Really fun. Looks like you'd love the gardens in Florence. Oh my gosh, I certainly would. I need to go just for painting reference, don't I? get excited about the gardens in East Petersburg, Pennsylvania. I can't imagine seeing them and how beautiful they are in Europe. Okay. The art stores there are incredible. Oh my gosh, that would be so fun. I need to get to the art store in New Jersey. I think there's a Jerry's in New Jersey. I need to do a little visit there. Now that blended so much, so I think what do I need to do to push this back? See how those colors were too alike? That help? I think so. Jars of raw pigment. I bought some to play with. I have it right here. I need to research what kinds and stuff, but I could do a little bit of that. I don't think I'm going to have enough time. It's already 7:46. Here I am chatting away like I have all day. I better get moving because we did start a little later, so we have that. But I still have to get to work at a reasonable time. Some of that kind of orangey color in there. Yeah, that got me speeding up. I didn't realize it was so late. Yes. Big splotch of something there.
What are you doing on the carpet? You happy with that this carpet, huh? Are you happy with that this carpet, huh? Good job, huh?
Sorry, I forgot to talk. Let me know if you have any questions. It's soon time that I can go in and play around with some of the highlights.
Yeah. Let's go out there. Look at you.
Does anybody have fun plans today? Is everyone going to work, or are you going to be painting? Now I need to send this back a little bit, this color. The colors are really fun, aren't they? Do you use black for your blacks? No, I don't use black very often. Painting a chef today. Oh, that's so cool. I very rarely use black. If I really need something black and I can't quite mix a color that'll work, I'll use it. But I find that when I mix or use black, it's like it gets opaque, like it makes a weird color. Or yeah, it's opaque. That's the problem with it. Too opaque. I'm gonna let that little bit of gold show through. I'm going to the museum to see Monet exhibit. Oh, Catherine. That sounds amazing. I'll have a great time. Wish I was going with you. Wow. What a fun day ahead. Stripping and renovating my old oak front door. Lynn, that sounds like fun too. Very nice. Yeah, I live in an old house. My house was built, I think, in 1934. And it always needs something done to it. But I love it. We're only the second owners. My parents' very good friends, the woman who lived here, her grandmother, I think, built the house for her in 1934. Yeah, 1930s. The opaque blue is really the icing on the cake. I know, isn't it fun? Like, and it's working, right? Do you think it's working? Bring some lighter. Oops. So What do you think? Okay, how do you decide how much you're going to charge for painting? Oh, I do it by square inch. Like my little 6x6 on the boards are 160, and like this size is 190, and then I do the square inch. My larger ones, I reduce the price of the square inch, but kind of, that's what it is. It has nothing to do with, it's only 7 a.m. in Texas. Well, that's not bad. It's only 8 here. So that's not too far off. I forget what I was going to say. I think I need more highlights. What time is it? I don't think I have too much time left. So let me just do a few of these little highlights. Whoops. And as usual, this will be up here on a heat wave. Yeah, it hasn't been quite as hot here as it was. We've had a really hot summer, but I think it's cooled off a little bit here. Oh, I didn't get this cool little green stem. I also just ordered myself a new tiny brush too. Mine's just been, it's just in terrible condition. It's all frayed. All right, what do we think? Do I need more highlights, more lights? Let's see. Oops. That's good. A highlight. Is it getting too wet to add another layer? Yes, I couldn't do a whole nother layer. I can do little bits, little kisses of color here and there, but I can't add another layer. I could if I let it dry and come back to it another time. But like with paintings like this, I don't like to do that because then it loses some kind of spontaneity, I think, when you come in and overwork it then. That's what I do. Not that everyone would, but my goal is to let it stay fresh and not overwork it, because I can do that very easily. I think we're good. What do you think? All right, I'm gonna sign it in case we run out of time here. Whoops, I almost did it with the wrong end. Then I'll take a photo of it and post it. There's my reference. There's my painting. Oh, look, I think I need to blend this a little bit in here. Do you see anything that needs blended? Something that's too strong? This is a little wonky, I think. Thanks, guys, for coming and watching me paint today. It was fun, as usual. Always great to hang out with all of you. And I hope you have a fabulous day. And I'll see you again next week. Thanks. Bye.